Hello everyone, Michael here. This is the first episode of Mick Awesome Speaks. And today we are in the car. We're going to learn how to effectively solve a problem. This comes straight from Tony Robbins, Day 19 of Personal Power 2. I don't remember the subtitle of that particular program. However, it was wonderful what I listened to today, so I'm going to share it with you as we go through a problem together, as we solve a problem together. You see my car yesterday, this old beautiful Toyota Avalon 2004 that rides like a champ, super comfy, super quiet. Yesterday on the 51, I was picking up my wife and I was hanging back. I wasn't going as fast as I could to avoid a police car, staying on his tail. Whoa, go. And I noticed that the speedometer, instead of the car almost pulled out, instead of showing the speedometer, it went down to 0. Oh, that's not good. And then all of a sudden it started to get a little bit sluggish. The dashboard lights started to flicker on and off. It's a digital display. And then I noticed the gas tank went down to 0. The tachometer? Yeah, the RPM thing went down to 0 as well. Everything was showing 0, so that wasn't good. And then we started to get real sluggish, and we've got about 4 miles to get home, so I'm just hoping to go as long as possible. I move over lanes. Long story short, we got off the freeway, and oh boy, even turning the hazard lights off gave it a significant boost of power, and basically I was flooring it and going about 25-30 miles an hour. Scary stuff on the freeway. Thankfully, we got off and then made it to a quiet side street where we were able to call my mom, and she very valiantly came, and we went to Costco. We got a nice free battery replacement. That helped so much. The car started up like a champ, and it got us home. Today, I took my wife to work, and then this guy's walking across the street. Gosh dang it. Good job, buddy. Yeah, you're cool. And he's walking closer. And, okay, we're almost home. We're almost there. Okay, so this morning I drove my wife to work, drove home. I was running a couple of errands, and I noticed that the car's battery light had turned on, and turning on or closing the windows was a little bit laborious for the old car, so that was not a good sign. And I see the battery light is on right now. It was off for a second, so we're going home right now. We're switching cars out for a few days until we can get the car taken care of. And yes, so we're going to solve a problem, which is fix the car. Now, getting back to what we were talking about was the 5 steps to effectively solve any problem. First thing that Mr. Tony Robbins said, and I respect him so much, I'll go into detail later in another episode why that is. But first thing is spend 20% of your time on the problem itself, and then spend 80% on the solution. As a voluntarist and anarchist, I think that it could go a long way for me and for other people. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else, spending too much time on the problem. Why do I have a problem? This sucks. Why does it have to be? And anyway, 20% on the problem, and then 80% on the solution. So that's what we're doing right here. We're making this so that you don't have this problem itself. Okay, once that happens and you're focused on the solution, ask yourself 5 questions to really shift your frame of reference, so that you can just handle that. All right, so first question you ask yourself is, what was it? What's good about this problem? You can also call it a challenge too. Words are important too. So what's good or what could be good about this problem? Because a lot of people say nothing's good, sucks, like that. Right now, by the way, it's 110 degrees outside. We've got the windows up, and we've got no air conditioning on whatsoever. And but we're gonna get home. We've got about a mile and a half. We got about a mile and a half to go. Yesterday, when I turned on the turn signal, it wasn't even making noise. It was really weird. Okay, so first thing, what could be good and what is good or what could be good about this problem? First thing is, it inspired me to make a video to show to you guys something I've wanted to do for a long time as we document the journey from surviving to thriving. That's what we're going to do. Survive to thrive. We're going to document the journey along the way because it's the climb. I hate that song so much. Miley Cyrus is horrible. Okay, step 2. Our question number 2 is, we're really struggling. We're back. We are really struggling with our acceleration. Right now, we're going about 30 miles an hour. Thank goodness we're going downhill. But yeah, heading through that little turn, that was a little bit scary. Good thing that there was Nobody coming. All right, let's get back into drive. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay, let's get over the canal. We should be good to go. All right, we're almost home. Let's finish this. Secondly, what was number two? What was number two? What was number two? I had it just now. I'm feeling a little bit scared right now, so it's hard to remember. Yeah, it's really, it's hanging in there. Yeah, all the lights are turning on. The brake light, the airbag, the check engine light, the ABS system, the battery. It's my car. This has been a great old car. Good memories in this car. Here, we got a red light. Let's move it. I can't remember number 2 right now, but I'll get back to it, okay? But I do remember number 3. We got a green light. Let's make it. Number 3 is, what am I willing to do? Oh, we're starting to flicker. Dashboard lights turned off. That's not good. Number 3, what am I willing to do? So I gotta cut this here, guys. Hey everybody, we're back. And yeah, my car died right as it got to its destination, and so I was a little bit distracted the last few minutes because I was just trying to make it where I needed to go and not get stranded on the side of the road. Forget that. So we were talking about the 5 ways to make a problem, 5 ways to handle any problem by Mr. Tony Robbins, the illustrious Tony Robbins. Okay, let's say you got a problem. First, only spend 20% of the time on the actual problem itself. Oh, it sucks, and 80% of time on the solution. Then ask yourself these 5 questions. Number 1, what's good about this situation? Okay? What's good about this situation? What can you learn from it? How will this make you a better person? It shifts your focus, changes your thinking. What is good about this situation? Because there could be something good about it. Or what could there be good about it? Second, what's not perfect about this yet? What's not perfect about this yet? Secondly, it supposes perfection. And, it's hard to achieve perfection, but it's something to strive for. As, Ralph Waldo Emerson said, men hit whatever they aim at. So they best aim at something high. So perfection's a good standard to keep, but probably won't hit it, but that's okay. All right, so second, what is perfect about this situation? Third, or what's not perfect yet? Third, what am I willing to do so that this problem never happens again? Now we're starting to think of ways that it never happens again. Because just happening one time is okay, but happening over and over, that's where you get into trouble. What am I willing to do so that this problem never happens again? That's number 3. Number 4, what am I willing to not do so this problem never happens again? What am I willing to not do? What am I no longer willing to do so this problem never happens again? And 5th, what do I need to do now to take action and handle this problem to the best of my ability? That's the solution part. What do I need to do just to get the job done? All right, so let's say I had a problem with my car. It was the alternator that was all messed up. But anyway, first thing, what's good about this situation? Well, 1, it made me make a video for you guys. Yeah, made me step out of my little comfort zone, step out of my shell. I'm gonna do this, and this will be a fun little topic to talk about. 2, what's not perfect yet about this situation? 2, I'm getting my car fixed because I'm gonna upgrade my car. I'm gonna get a really nice Mercedes, either C-Class or E-Class, a really nice, beautiful silver one from 2005 to 2007. They're such beautiful cars. Then after that, Mercedes started to get mean looking with their headlights. I don't really like that, but they look so beautiful. I'm gonna get one. So what's not yet perfect is I don't yet have that car, but I'm keeping this car in good shape so that I can sell it for as good of a price as I can get, and give somebody a car in really good quality conditions, because it still drives well, but I want to upgrade for personal reasons. Okay, 3rd, what am I willing to do so the situation never happens again? 3rd, okay, I knew something was wrong. You can always tell with your car if it's not working right, and so I was willing to handle those problems right away. I knew that I needed to get a summer checkup for the car, but I put it off. I didn't do it, and that was the result. Some stress and headache and being stranded on the road. That sucked. So I am willing now to handle car maintenance preemptively, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on my way to check some car records and then see if I need to get the spark plugs replaced, see about the engine air filter, the cabin air filter, and handle that because I love doing car repair. And what am I willing to not do anymore so that this problem never happens again? I'm not willing to procrastinate. I'm not willing to ignore the voice inside of me, the still small voice that says, hey, you should do this, hey, you should do this, hey, you should do this. I'm not willing to ignore that anymore. Fifth, what do I need to do now to take action, get the problem done, and handle the situation? Well, I got to either call a tow truck, or what I actually did, I trickle charged the car overnight, and it gave it enough juice to drive the final 1.5 to 2 miles to the car repair shop. And it was crazy. It died right as I pulled into the parking lot. They told me park it over there, and I tried. It didn't work, and I said, this is where it's gonna be, and they're like, okay. And we pushed it to where it needed to go. So that was what I was willing to do, rather than, oh man, my car's broken. Just take action, okay? Here's a solution, trickle charge it. So what's something in your life that is bothering you, that's a problem that you can use these 5 steps for, because they really work for everything, and they are: number 1, what's good about this situation, or what could be good? Number 2, what's not yet perfect about this situation? Number 3, what am I willing to do so that this problem never happens again? Number 4, what am I not willing to do so that this problem never happens again? And 5th, what do I need to do now to take action and get the job done? Hope you found this helpful. I certainly did, and I will see you on the next episode.